my friends, how you doing today? I am doing well. All my ghouls and ghoulettes. Yes. This is my. It's October. It's October time again. It's time for Halloweenish. Okay, the best holiday in the world. Okay, Halloween, without a doubt. I gotta tell you, October Halloween time is the only time of year where a boy like me can be happy. Okay, I love me some horror movies. I love me some costumes and horror shows. And I love me to see some Rocky Horror Picture Show live.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Oh my goodness. And I love doing 10 picks of movies that you should be watching during the Halloween season with your family. Now, listen, let's make this very clear. These are not movies for your 5-year-old. They're not movies for your 4-year-old, your 3-year-old, or your 2-year-old. 6 or 7, maybe. Depends on what you're watching. Depends on if you watch them first and how you. But these are all movies that I have watched with my children when they were like 7, 8 years old plus, okay? And I will tell you, recommendations right away. They are not children's movies, so if you are going to watch them with your children, please do me a favor and watch them first, and then you can This is a cool thing. It's with my children. I would watch everything. I knew these movies like the back of my hand, so I would watch these movies, and then when the scenes came on that I knew were going to be too intense for them or too messed up, whatever, I would fast forward them. I would say, close your eyes. And I fast forward them. That's what I would do. That's what a good father would do. Most of these movies don't have intensive language, and most of these movies do not have any sex scenes in them. Okay, if they do, I will tell you. And as far as language goes, I'm when it comes to my kids, it depends on the language thing. It's like ain't nothing. My theory is, it ain't nothing that they haven't heard in the schoolyard, okay? I would rather have them hear something here and I can explain whatever they heard instead of them going to school and hearing in the schoolyard and not know what's going on. I was a kid before. I don't forget how it was when I was a kid. Listen, I was one of these guys that was very respectful in my house, okay? Never swore in front of my father, never swore in front of my mother, but as soon as I got out of that house and got that bus stop and I was driving to get on a bus on the way to school, every word out of my mouth, it was like watching a Eddie Murphy concert live, okay? Every other word came out of my mouth, started with an F, S, or A.
I thought that was my whole act. Like I just walked out on the stage and cursed and left. And I managed to stick in some jokes between the curses. You couldn't give no curse show.
But I learned them all from my grandmother. My grandmother was, she used to swear like a truck driver. So she taught me almost taught me how to peg a finger for the first time. She was just very, very proactive about that. She was very, very, very good with teaching me the essentials I needed to be a crappy piece of environment. No, I don't know. Just she was a funny old broad that really enjoyed life in general. She was just like very free to say whatever was on her mind. So I heard some stuff that I probably should have never been hearing, and I seen some stuff that I probably never should have saw, and I learned most of my swears and pristine finger gestures from such a non-pristine. You know what I'm talking about. She taught me some stuff, but she was sweet. She was sweet and she was good to me, and I got. Let me get off that kick already, because my grandma was a good person. Little tapped and swore a lot, but good person. So here is randomly movies that I watched with my kids or had watched with my kids in the past in the Halloween season. Now these are not Disney movies, okay? This is not that this is not that episode. These are straight up horror movies. These are horror classics that are a staple in the horror genre, and the horror fans need to watch these things. Now, if you're not watching with your kids, that's fine. You want to watch them by yourself, you watch them by yourself. But these are movies that are definitely worth a watch during the Halloween season. Now, I left out the Friday the 13th. I left out the Halloweens. I left out the Nightmare on Elm Streets, because you know you're supposed to be watching those. Yeah, that's a given. These are oddballs that you may forget about during the Halloween season that you might want to check out. All right, here we go. I'm going to grab them randomly. First one, Leprechaun. I recommend Leprechaun 1, and that's it. You don't. Leprechaun 1 was good. Leprechaun 2 was good. Leprechaun 3 was good. When he goes to the hood, you might want to scratch those. And when he goes to outer space, that was all right too. I didn't mind when he goes to outer space. Whenever a leprechaun or anybody, even Jason, whenever they go to outer space, you know that they might have done the Fonzie thing and jumped the shark a little bit. You might want to keep. I like to keep my horror characters here on Earth, okay? Unless you're an alien, okay? If you're an alien, that's a different story, or a predator or whatever. But Leprechaun 1 was definitely a holiday staple for this family. My kids were raised on watching did I say Leprechaun 1. Halloween. I get the Halloween on the mind. Because I'm dying to tell you guys, make sure you watch Halloween 3. Okay? I did not pull Halloween 3, but that is my number one movie I watched during the Halloween season is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, the one with the masks, okay? So I got that stuck in my eye. I was gonna pull it, but then I was like, I don't want to go with the Halloween franchise. I don't want to go with the big franchise. I want to go with the stuff that people maybe are not too familiar with. I will tell you that you could pick up this DVD set. This is the 7-film set. Actually, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-film set. But they have the 8-film set for $12.95 at Walmart on DVD. I would recommend you picking it up. I picked it up. I bought it because I wanted the DVD. I got the Blu-rays, but I wanted the DVDs too. I don't know. I bought one for my daughter too that doesn't live here anymore because she was like, Dad, I want to watch Leprechaun. I no longer live at home and they don't stream it on whatever, so I want to watch it. So I ended up picking up for it too. But the Leprechaun one, the one with the girl from Friends, starts with an A, right? I'm drawing a blank. She's like right there. She's like literally right there. I can't remember her name. Well, I got Ali Sheedy in my head. It's not Ali Sheedy. Way off on that one. Amanda, Ali, Alyssa. Oh, dang it. It's not gonna say back here either. You know the girl I'm talking about, the one that had a regular nose and then she went and done changed her nose. That one there. Leprechaun 1, I recommend. Okay, next one, Fright Night. Yes, the hands down probably one of the best vampire movies ever. I don't know, you can fight me on that one. I'm trying to think of my vampire movies or whatever that. Lost Boys is another one. I did not put Lost Boys out there because I have just watched that frequently. Not in October or whatever, but Lost Boys is another good one that you should be watching. But Fright Night is a classic. If you've not seen Fright Night yet, it's probably one of the better horror movies. And make sure you get the original Fright Night, not the one with Roddy McDowell, not the one with the other guy there. The guy that played I'm not good with names today. I'm not doing the name thing today. I think he's got a C. He's got a C in his name. Let's play a game, okay? We're gonna play a game there. First, we're gonna try to remember who the girl is from Friends. That's not Courtney Cox, and then we're gonna remember the guy from the new Fright Night that has a C in his name because I can't remember. So Fright Night is another great and once again, both of these movies, as far as language, not that bad. Sex scenes, I don't recall. There's a little in Fright Night. There's a provocative dance number. And I do recall a scene where Charlie is peeking through the vampire's window and he is kissing the girl's neck or whatever. I'm not sure if they show anything there, but yeah. The Exorcist. Yeah, you're probably like, wow, Psycho. Why you watch The Exorcist with 8, 9, 10-year-olds? This was the most frightening movie of all times. Well, it's not really the most frightening movie of all times anymore. Okay, unfortunately, it's not. It was back in the day. They had that big thing where people running out of theaters throwing up. But obviously, kids nowadays are not really affected that much by The Exorcist. It just doesn't really. And I'm not a big exorcism movie person. I do not like exorcism movies. I don't like things that have to do with like the devil and like possession and stuff like that. I have a hard time with them because I kind of believe that stuff could really happen. So I have a hard time with it. But I gotta tell you, little Linda Blair, she did an awesome job in this movie, and this movie itself is just a classic. This is a classic movie, and if you are a classic movie guy and you have not seen The Exorcist, then you may have a problem. This was kind of cool because this was this came with three different versions in this. Includes the extended director's cut of version, the original theatrical cut version, special features, and so it's got 2 versions of the movie. So that's the reason why I picked this special edition thing up there, because you know how I am on my two versions. And The Exorcist is about a little girl that gets possessed by a demon, and she needs a young priest and an old priest, and the power of Christ compels her. Yeah. Next one, Creep Show. Yes, Creep Show. This is one of those little movie shorts. There, they got what do they call these things? Not prequels. They're wow. It is early in the morning. I'm trying to get these video. Trying to get this video out, and I am messing up with this thing. It's a it's got little segments, it's got a name for it. We're gonna have a lot to talk about on this one, aren't we? Yeah, it's got like four little segments of different stories there. The one about the grandfather, I want my cake, Bedelia. Give me my cake. And my favorite, the one with the cockroaches. The cockroaches one is like one of my favorites there. And then we got the crate. Oh, and when Stephen King he touches that meteor, and all of a sudden he gets listen, if you have not seen Creep Show, this is a Halloween must. This is one of them that you need to just sit back and relax. Creep Show 2 is pretty good too. Creep Shows 2, I gotta tell you, if you can get either Creep Show 1 or Creep Show 2 for the holiday, watch either one. They're both good Halloween movies there for you to check out. And I gotta tell you, Creep Show, I'm recollecting here. I don't remember anything really over the top bad in the original Creep Show. Creep Show 2 has a scene that made me feel a little uncomfortable. Like I said, I watched all these movies with my kids, so I gotta watch them, and then I gotta figure out what's gonna make me feel uncomfortable sitting on the side of my children watching these things. Now, granted, listen, let's make this very clear. My children all now are like 17 plus, so they can watch all of this stuff and ain't no issue. But back in the day when they were little, I put this stuff on and I was like, oh, wait a minute, maybe that wasn't such a good idea, you know, or I gotta make sure I fast forward past this. But there's a scene it's called, actually the name that the episode is The Raft, and there's a scene where there's a girl laying down and there's some stuff going on, and yeah, but that's part 2. Motel Hell. Yes, this is a lost treasure, but obviously now it's a found treasure because you can get this now at Walmart. They have this on the end cap right now at Walmart. I was really excited to see this. For years, I had no idea. This is one of those movies that you watch when you're a kid. Like, my father literally put me in front of the TV, and I watched it, I think, by myself as a kid. And for years, like, pieces of it stuck in my head, and I had no idea what it was or where it came from, but I remembered, like, bits and pieces of it. And then when I got older, I started Googling. When Google finally became a thing, I started Googling things, and I Googled, like, different pieces that I remembered, and it gave me the title of this movie. And then I saw the cover, and I was like, yes, that's the girl, and that's the guy. It's Farmer Vincent and his fritters and all kinds of critters. Yeah, there he is, and there's that girl from Porky's there. Yeah, and there's the pig with the chainsaw. This is what I remember being on the shelf at the video store. This is what I remember my father make me sit down and watch. Motel Hell, yes. They have it at Walmart now, and I was this year they got it at Walmart. I was mind blown. It's on like an end cap. If you have not seen Motel Hell, this is straight up crazy family catching people, hacking them up, and making Slim Jims out of them. They're making beef jerky out of the people. This one I did watch with my children. This one was a little bit of a rough one, and there is a scene that you do have to fast forward. It's good for me to tell you. If I had the time to put the little times at the bottom to tell you when to fast forward, I would. But I have no idea. You watch it first, and then you be the judge of what you want to do. But there is a scene that I used to fast forward when I used to watch it with my daughter. But she used to love it. The only thing I used to get her is the part when they catch the people, they actually, to turn them into the jerky, they bury them up to their necks and they feed them through funnels so they could fatten them up and get them to the certain weight that they want to get them to. And then they pull them out of the ground and then they chop them up and make them into the beef jerky. But what they do is, so they can't scream, they cut out their vocal cords. So they're all on the ground and like, my daughter used to, every once in a while I joke around like, and she'd be like, stop it. And I'd be like, okay, all right. And the way I am, 10 minutes later, I'm like, and she's like, it drives me crazy. But yeah, Motel Hell, they got it at Walmart now. You might want to check that out. Poltergeist. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Poltergeist. This is a Halloween staple. you got to watch this with the family. This is family friendly. It's rated PG. It's rated PG. Okay, it's gonna scare the crap out of your kids. It's gonna scare the crap out of your kids because the writers, directors of this movie ended up pushing for the PG rating, which I think it should have got an R rating. There's nothing, no nudity in this, but a couple of weird scenes there. And there's a scene with the mother and father in bed, and they're smoking some marijuana. And I'll tell you right now, until recently, when I watched this thing again, I didn't realize that they were like hippies and they were smoking marijuana. Okay, as you get older, you start to notice things or whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute, they got a family and they in bed smoking marijuana. And I'm like, what's wrong with these people? No wonder why they got themselves a possessed house and their kids sucked in the TV. Maybe that kid wasn't sucked in the TV. Maybe they were high. Maybe they were both high on the marijuana, or maybe that marijuana was laced with something, and all of a sudden the kid gets sucked in. Maybe there wasn't a poltergeist at all. That's why. But I just noticed that like recently when I watched it, I'm like look at what's going on there. Look what they're doing. But your kids ain't gonna catch on to that. They're gonna think they're smoking a cigarette. That's it. That's what I thought all these years. Until recently, when I put this thing on, I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't a cigarette. Them two are high. They both high, and now the kids get sucked into the TV. You listen. Know why your kid got sucked into TV? Because you were high and you weren't watching your child. She'd be downstairs watching stuff she's not supposed to be watching. Okay, she's talking to the TV while you're upstairs high and giggling and laughing and grabbing each other. That's what happened. That's what happens in horror movies. That's what happens. You know the Scream rules there. Drugs, sex, and you never leave it by yourself. Whatever. You know the rules. Okay. Yeah. This one didn't follow the rules. Okay, didn't follow the rules. Next one. Christine. Yes, this is not, I'm not gonna say a newer Halloween favorite of mine, but I love this movie, and I do make sure I watch this every Halloween because as killer car movies go, this is it. This is, I mean, I've got the movie The Car. I've got other movies with killer cars or whatever, but this is the one. This is the one you want to see. This one will get you, okay? And there's nothing going on. There's a swear, like a very pronounced swear, when he gets mad at his father or whatever. He says something to him, and that always got me because it was very intense. It's funny because it's got the guy, the geeky kid in it from not Summer School, Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield, and he was also in that Billie Jean movie there. Fair is Fair. You know the movie I'm talking about. And then he plays this role as Ani, which he plays like this geeky guy. But then as the car starts to affect him, he becomes more of like a cool greaser type dude or whatever. And then the car just takes him over. And this is a good car killing movie. And nothing going on in this one. I mean, as far as just that one language thing there. So yeah, that's a good one. The Stuff. Yes. Oh, hidden gem. This is a hidden gem. I don't even know where you could get that. You're probably going to have to order this on. I do believe it's playing on Tubi. If you have Tubi, you can stream it from Tubi, but you're going to get commercials. There's nothing bad in this movie whatsoever. This is almost like a commercialism type comedy horror about these people that they find this stuff in the ground. It's almost like a yogurt, and they eat it, and everybody loves it. And then what happens is it takes over their body. Almost like an invasion of body snatchers type thing. The stuff starts taking over their minds and their bodies or whatever, and it's killing people. Okay, and this is an Arrow release, so it comes with a whole bunch of bonus stuff. So I was excited about that because I got to tell you, I love The Stuff.
The stuff, the taste that makes you hungry for more.
This is a classic. I've been watching this movie for years. I got to tell you, the special effects on it are kind of ridiculous and crazy. But the storyline, the characters, the kid in it, and I nothing I love more than a horror movie that kind of circles around a kid and his family, and he's the one that discovers it, and then nobody believes him. It's like one of those type things. The Stuff. That's all I gotta say. The Stuff. Okay, and you're definitely gonna enjoy it. Next one. Favorite of mine. It's just a favorite, and this is The Shining. Yeah. Yep, The Shining. You need to watch The Shining around Halloween time. You got to put it in. This was the one that scared the crap out of me as a kid. This was the one that my my uncle, he invites me over to the house of my father, and he sat there with me, and I seen this. This was on HBO or Cinemax, whatever, and my father forced me to watch it, and it scared the crap out of me, okay? It scared me. I was like 5, 6, 7, something like that. It scared me, okay? And the crazy naked lady hopping out of the tub, okay? This is one of them that I watched this with my kids when they were younger, but get rid of that crazy naked lady in the tub, and that bear, I don't know, that bear and that guy. If you've seen Shining, you know what I'm talking about. There's a bear and a guy, and there's a naked lady in the tub. Stay away from those people, okay? Fast forward past that part. Don't watch that part with your children. But if you're by yourself, you can watch it. You can be like, "What?" To this day, I'm still like, "What?" You can comment below. If you can tell me what's the deal with that bear and that guy in the bedroom. I don't understand that. That was very confusing. And I got the lady in the tub. I understand that, but the bear thing to this day. Yeah, and I was a child when I watched that. Okay, but my father made me watch it. I was small, and I was like, don't get it. But then my uncle, we used to go to my uncle's house. He watched it all the time because it was on like HBO all the time. He had like the HBO Cinemax Showtime bundle or whatever. And you know how that worked back in the 80s there, or whatever. Where like if you watch The Shining on HBO, right after The Shining on HBO, The Shining's on Showtime, and then The Shining's on Cinemax. It's like back. And I remember going over there, and I'm telling my uncle, I know I don't want to watch it again. I had watched it like 3 days before. I don't want to watch it. Oh, and you know how, if you remember how The Shining opens with a car driving around a little ridge there, and he would tell me that, oh, don't worry about nothing, it's just a car going around the ridge, and oh, everything's fine. Yeah. Listen, I know the guy's gonna come up with an axe later on. He's gonna try to hack up his family. I ain't stupid. I've seen this movie before, but to tell you the truth, it's probably one of the better horror movies out there. Okay, it's just amazing. There's something special about this movie, and Jack Torrance Jack Nicholson, he plays Jack Torrance, and Shelley Long and the kid, and the other guy there from Creepshow the movie there. I can't think of his name. It's not gonna tell me on the back here either. Is it Scatman Carruthers? Scatman Carruthers? I want to say that. For some reason that's sticking in my head. Scatman Carruthers, and there's probably not too many Scatman Carruthers in this world. It doesn't say it back here, so I don't know. He's the one that he tells the little boy. He's like, you got a shining about you. You got a shining. Yeah, you got to watch this. Yeah, this is the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray one there, and I have seen. Let's say on the bottom it says watch Dr. Sleep in theaters on 11/8. I watched Dr. Sleep. It was all right. It's just all right. Last one. This was my top 10. I didn't even do a countdown. I should have did a count. Whatever. You guys can count. Okay, you can count to 10. If you can't, well, maybe some of my viewers, maybe they can't count to 10. I don't know.
Oh, that was so stupid.
I don't know. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that we were able to count to 10 because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe I can't count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10's in my hand. Yeah, that's. Listen, we all in this together. We all in this together. Last one is hands down my absolute favorite horror movie. This is not just for Halloween. This is for every day of the week. Watch it on a Friday. Watch it on a Saturday. Watch it whenever you can. I watch this movie. I am not even joking. I'm being absolutely serious. At least once a week. Usually once a week. At least maybe twice a month. Okay, if not more. It for some reason it gives me peace. It relaxes me. It calms me. It brings me. It's strange because no horror movie should relax or calm a person. I don't think. I think that's specifically made to scare people, but not this one. This one brings me back to a place where I wish I could have lived, a place where I wish I could have been, a place where I wish I could, a town that I wish I would have been raised in. Okay, so if you ever seen this movie, I want you to think about this. First, forget the horror movie portion of it. Just think about the town. My whole life, I always wanted to live in like a town, kind of like a New Hampshire or something like that, or Vermont, where there's like leaves fall from the trees and there's not too many stores and there's not too many things going on, and all your neighbors, and they have like the town gatherings or whatever, where they might have like a potato sack races or something like that, like a real like a hometown place where everybody knew each other. Okay, I've always wanted that, and that's what this movie has. It has that in it, where everybody knows each other and everybody seems to like each other, and they're peaceful and happy people, whatever, until the crapola hits the fan. Okay, and it's the movie Silver Bullet, starring Corey Haim, yes, and Gary Busey, the man, the myth, the legend.
Okay. Don't report this to a doctor. Okay?
The legend Gary Busey, yes. I just absolutely love this movie. You have, I'm sure if you watch this channel, you've heard me talk about this movie over and over and over again, because this is one of those that I do believe in my heart that everybody should know about it. That everybody should. This is a werewolf movie that doesn't even have a scary werewolf. The werewolf literally looks like a bear, but it does have some scary elements in it. But I've watched it so many times, it doesn't scare me. It just doesn't scare me anymore. I find comfort in it. It's a strange thing, but I find comfort in it, and I absolutely love it. And this is my last number 10 Halloween pick. Find yourself a copy of Silver Bullet. I'd like to recommend it, but I haven't seen this at Walmart. I haven't seen this at they might have it at your Best Buy. It is the holiday season, and they do stop putting out stuff like this. But if you can find a copy of Silver Bullet, it's all about a werewolf. It's about this little boy who's handicapable. I don't know if he'd like to be called handicapped anymore. He's in a wheelchair. He's paralyzed from the waist down, and his uncle is an alcoholic, and he's having some kind of issues. His sister's like his best friend, but they go at it all the time. And what happens is he ends up finding out that there's a werewolf in town, okay? And the werewolf's killing everybody. So he talks the uncle into making a silver bullet to wait for the werewolf to kill the werewolf. Now, I'm not giving too much away there if you have not seen the movie, but I will tell you that there is a scene in the movie where Gary Busey goes to have the bullet made. My absolute favorite scene in the movie. Absolute favorite scene. The little boy and the little girl, Corey Haim and his sister, played by the girl from Anna of Green Gables. Can't remember what her name is. She gives him her crucifix, and he gives his chain that he has or whatever, so they can melt down the silver to make a silver bullet for Gary Busey's gun, so they can wait up for the werewolf. And there's a scene where the I don't know if they call it the gunsmith makes the bullet. And I don't know about you, man. That's like my ASMR. That it gives me chills. It gives me chills to watch that man make that bullet. And then that's the end. He's like, Guy Busey goes, well, it's just a gag. What would you use a bullet like that for to kill begin with or whatever? And the guy goes, how about a werewolf?
How about a werewolf?
What do you think of this? You like it?
Okay, and I love the way the guy goes, the way he says werewolf. Okay, it always gets me. With that said, my friend, a happy Halloween season. Okay, stop watching your horror movies. Stop from A to Z or whatever it is. Go find these titles that I told you about. Recommendations. Watch it with your kids if you feel like you're comfortable to watch with your kids. Listen, you parents out there, you know what your kids should be watching, what they shouldn't be watching. You might think I'm a little bit crazy for sitting there and watching The Exorcist. Yes, with my children. Okay.
You done messed up!
Okay, but my daughter was she was dressed like Reagan from The Exorcist when she was like 6 or 7 or something like that, and then she reprised her Exorcist costume role, I think, and she won awards for it. It's odd, you know. I told my daughter the other day, who's an absolute Child's Play fan. When she was little, we watched Child's Play, and I've told the story before, but for my new viewers, I'm going to say it again. When we watched Child's Play, I used to fast forward past all the rough scenes of Child's Play. So typically, if you watch Child's Play and you fast forward past all the scenes of violence from Chucky, okay, what you have is a cop who's trying to kill an innocent doll through the whole movie. Okay, I didn't realize that until recently, because I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, if I don't show Chucky killing this person, if I don't show Chucky doing this and Chucky doing that, what you got is a cop that goes all the way to the end, and then a mother that flips out on a poor doll that's being like, leave me alone, and she throws him in a fireplace, and he comes flying out of the fireplace, and then they shoot him so many times or whatever. And my daughter actually cried at the end of Child's Play, and it didn't just hit me till the other day when I was explaining Child's Play to her, or like within story mode, I was explaining to her, actually to her her husband, he's not a horror movie fan. He doesn't like horror movies, afraid of horror movies. But I was like, you got to watch Child's Play with your wife because it's been handed down the generation. I mean, my other daughter, she walked around with a Tiffany doll, okay? We've had Chucky dolls in this house their entire existence, their entire life. So, I wanted him to be able to sit down and watch it with his wife because my daughter enjoys that stuff. And, but as I was trying to sell it to him, I realized what I did as a father, as a kid, when my daughter was little, by fast forwarding all the gruesome stuff that Chucky does, it looks like a cute little innocent My Buddy doll who's being attacked by a mother and a cop. So yeah, maybe I goofed a little bit on that because my daughter didn't get to see the full Chucky effect till she got older. But now she understands. But it was fun. It was fun when she was younger, and it was fun having her sit in my lap and watch the Child's Play movies. With that said, my friends, thank you so much for watching this channel. Thank you for subscribing. You people that are subscribing out there, my over 85,000 viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for liking and commenting. You know, as you can tell, I reply to every comment because I appreciate you. I'm one of these guys that appreciates their viewers. And I love comments. I love when you guys comment on things. Tell me what's a hit, what's a miss. Advise me. Okay, listen, I don't own every horror movie in the world. There are some that pop up that people like. The other day, somebody recommended The Intruders to me, and I ended up picking it up. I never even heard of The Intruders or whatever. It was a Sam Raimi Evil Dead movie that he made that I guess flew under the radar to a lot of people. So if you have any recommendations, recommend them below. Either I already own them or I'm going to be on the hunt to go kind of find them because this is like a relationship here. And if you appreciate my recommendations, I appreciate your recommendations, and that's the way it works. I love me a good horror movie, okay? But try to stay away from them possession movies. I'm not big on a possession movie. I just don't care for them. I don't care for them. But if you got a good werewolf movie or vampire movie or something that you've seen that you're like, yeah, this is my favorite movie. What is my favorite? So that should be the question. What is your favorite movie to watch for Halloween? That's the question right there. There it is. That's what I want in the comments below. What is your favorite Halloween movie that you have to watch with your family or by yourself every single Halloween season? And don't put Hocus Pocus down there. I don't want to see no Hocus Pocus down there. It's going to be a real horror Halloween movie. That's what I want to see. Real horror Halloween movies. Not the Hocus Pocus. Yeah, we watch Hocus Pocus and Casper. No. Real horror movie. Something that I own Hocus Pocus. I own Casper. Real horror movies that will get me like, yeah, this was a good one. I get you. With that said, my friends, thank you so much, and I will see you later.